Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Is it Mother's Day? Happy Mother's Day if it's Mother's Day. I have some things that I bought recently. A piece of artwork, a couple of lamps, and I sold something over here I'll show you just yesterday. It's going to California. Um, so it's been a couple of weeks. So, hi. Let me show you what sold yesterday, and I believe it's Frederick Cooper from the 80s, a large ginger jar kind of shape lamp that is going to San Diego, and it's marbled green and white, as you can see, with a wooden black base. Needs a little dusting, with no shade. It is large, so I'll be working on that today to pack and send off to San Diego. Beautiful lamp, and it's signed Cooper, if you can see, Cooper. If you can see that. So that's number one. Number two, Fenton Amber Hurricane, commonly Gone with the Wind GWTW lamp, which is not my style, but I found this yesterday. It's in perfect shape. It's got the inner hurricane globe, or hurricane, whatever you call it, the long thin thing that goes inside the shade. Now I've taken it apart, partially to show you that currently it looks like a wreck, but it's just because it's unfastened from the bottom. So what I want to show you is that these can be lit on the bottom as well. This one is not currently wired for it. I don't know why, but in taking it apart, and I haven't really researched whether it's a marked Fenton or not, and I will assume I will find out if I look a little closer, is that you can see, excuse me, that's my phone, excuse me, you can see the base, and that, let me get the wire out of the way, the circular part there, I believe, is probably meant for a light bulb, and as you can see, it's currently not wired, so it does not currently light up on the bottom, which would be very cool. Now, as I said, this is not my style, but the shade, I'll show you the shade in the body. It's called Quilted and Beaded. I'll show it to you on the shade first, because this is a little bit, it's dangerous to fool with this when it's unfastened or not tightened, so I'm not going to fiddle with it too much. Where's the shade? Here it is. I have to say I love the design of the shade. I'm particularly, not particularly thrilled with the color amber, but it does look nice when it's lit up. It really does. And the Hurricane globe is now in the washing machine, dishwasher, drying. So this is no chips, no cracks. Is there a chip on this? No, there isn't. No. I don't believe. Yeah, no. Nope. So this, you'll see the pictures. You can see the pictures. So again, I took this because I never see a lamp with the shade, hardly ever, and with a Hurricane, I don't inner shade with it either. So it is original wiring. Probably should be rewired and take the opportunity to have a second wire so that you can light up the bottom. It does work. I tested that out already. So that's lamp number one that's yet to be listed. Lamp number two, I went you know, well, I went by both of these lamps about 5 times before I decided to take them. This one is very pretty. Its original cord, I'll give you a hint, is 1930s, 40s, I guess, maybe even 20s. I don't know who made it. I would like to find out. It is marked on the bottom, WM, as in Mary 6001. It is porcelain. Excuse me, I don't know if it's hand painted, all hand painted, but there is hand finishing in gold. I don't know if you can see. Well, obviously that's gold, but yeah, I don't think you can see it. Whoops, there we go. There you go. You can see the applied gold around the flowers and leaves. It's very pretty. It's got a very nice base. Very simple, beaded down here base. It is not signed anywhere. I mean, lamps are very, lamps are like toothpicks. There's a gazillion of them out there, and my chances of finding who made this are normally slim, but it is marked WM on the bottom, though that could, I don't know. And I don't know whether it's worth the time in researching it. Now, it does have a shade that came with it. However, it's one of those tacky shades that you find in dentists' offices, and I hate them. You can have it if you want it. I think it's too short, quite frankly. But let me do this. It's still got the plastic on it. You see what I mean? Yeah. Obviously not the original shade. But let me hold it up. I think it's a little too short for, yeah, I mean, it's just too short. I think it's too short anyway. Yeah, definitely too short. Actually, hold on a second. Hold on a second. That's even shorter than it was yesterday, so I think that if I took this off, can I take this off? I must be able to take this off. Well, I don't have the ability to take this off right now. I think this thing might come off of this. Maybe it doesn't. It doesn't look like it does. And here's the very heavy brass finial, which I have not attempted to polish yet, which goes up here. But the shade just, yeah, I hate those things. I really do. So enough being negative today, Tom. So it's a beautiful, beautiful, well done, in perfect shape, no chips or cracks. Actually, there's a glaze. You know what? There is a. You know what? I'm not sure this is a crack or a mark of former tape. Hold on a second. It might be a crack, but it's about this big. And I'll show it to you. If you can see it. I don't think you can. It's right up here. And I don't know if it's crack or a glaze crack. It's very difficult to see. Picture will definitely be in the description. But, and it is marked on the bottom, WM6001, right there. And as I told you, or showed you, it has the original plug to it, which, of course, in looking up plugs today, I guess since I sell a lot of lamps, you'd be surprised I hadn't looked up plugs very much. And I did not know that the polarized plug came out in the 1880s. I did not know that. And they were not in use in this country until mid-century, apparently. So they were around for a long time before people started using them. And there's Marla, as you can maybe hear. Stop it. Stop. Stop. He's such a pain in the ass. There you go. It does say something on the prong. I can't read it. Probably says do not plug. And something I bought last week, I'm going to show you. It's a piece of artwork, and I thought I knew who the artist was. I just, it's signed. I didn't remember the name of the artist. I thought, okay, James Woods, fine, yeah, well, let's look him up. And it is a piece of artwork that you may very well recognize, but it is not by the artist I thought it was. It is extremely similar. One might even say it's a forgery. But the way this artist did this screen print, the trees are much more stylized, or the branches are much more stylized than the artist I was thinking of. The artist I was thinking of was James Hagen, Hagen, and I will show you the artwork, and you may not recognize the name, but you may recognize the art piece or the type of art that this is. And there were a couple of people who made this type of art. It's rather large and in a large frame. There you go. I don't know if this is going to be able to be seen or not, the way it is. There you go. And I don't know if I can really show you up close on this camera what I mean by the stylized tree branches, but I will try, as long as I don't step on a glass lampshade here. So, let me try to get this here. No, it's not working. The glare is just, the lighting isn't right. Maybe if I shut off the lamp next to me here, it might work. But the branches are much more uniform and stylized than James Hagen's work. And this is a beautiful, beautiful piece of artwork, but unfortunately it's not showing through very well. Now what I would like to do is, and it's signed Michael Woods, 25 out of 350. I cannot find anything on Michael Woods. Which is surprising, given the number of prints this is. 350 is quite a lot, and I can't find anything on it. And quite honestly, maybe I should look at whether James Hagen had an assistant do things like this, which would make more sense than some amateur artist. So if any of you know about that, please let me know. But what I was about to say is the frame is roached. It was a beautiful faux burled wood painted frame that's been quite severely scratched. I don't know how the hell they did this, but all along here, here, obviously, I don't know how that would have happened without just somebody completely ignoring the fact that they're ruining a piece of framing. The back is backed in cardboard, but I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to take the print out and send just the print. The frame can be painted. So if you want the frame and the print to be sent together, of course I have no problem with that. I've got the boxes, I've got the proper equipment to do that. I don't know. As is, this would probably be listed somewhere around $175. And I guess for the purchaser, it would save a lot of money just to send the frame and paint the frame. or sand it up a little bit and repair it, because glass and framing and matting, the matting is in great shape. So maybe I won't. And I'm talking myself out of it. The framing is perfectly fine. Yeah, there's that. So the back is just the tape holding the cardboard on is coming off. So there you have the object for today. It's none of these things are listed because I wanted to find out more about this before I priced it. So the price I just quoted you may or may not be the actual price in the listing. The lamp, the floral lamp here, and the Gone with the Wind lamp have a finite value. There's a ceiling on these two. The Hurricane lamp, I don't know. I think it was around $75, something like that. $75 is pretty much the ceiling for those. However, I might go a little higher because it's in perfect condition, and it's got the inner Hurricane lamp with it. And I do believe I'll probably end up sending this one lamp in 2 boxes, just because there's just, well, or taking it all apart and putting it in the box that way. I don't know. And then the other one, I'm curious. This could be as much as, I believe, $150. It's if not hand painted, it's hand finished in gold, and it's a beauty, and it deserves a better shade. I will probably end up listing this without the shade. You may ask why I'm going to do that, because, well, the particular thrift store that I went into rarely sells lamps with the shade they came with, or with any shade. They always take them off and separately price them, which drives me crazy, because then you have to go, did this have a shade? Is it here? It's kind of stupid, actually. They should just keep them together, and fine, price them separately. I don't care. But just keep the lamps with the shades. I don't see anybody who would want that shade. If you do, that's fine. You can purchase it separately if you want it. It won't be much, like $15 probably, the shade. But the lamp, I think it's probably in the 150 range. I don't see it going much above that, and perhaps even below. So we'll see. If you have any questions, please comment. If you could like and spread the word about 20th Century Rescue. I will be listing these shortly. I can't promise they will be listed today, but it's nice to be back. I have not made a video in, I don't know, a couple weeks, I don't think. But I will see you all, hopefully, next week. You have a good weekend. Happy Mother's Day, and be well.